What is up, guys? This is Bullshot, back again with another Call of Duty mobile video. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. So in today's video, I am gonna be covering the top 10 best guns to use inside of the Battle Royale after the release of this new Season 3 update. I am gonna be ranking these 10 insanely powerful weapon segments based on their time to kill, their aim assist system, and their overall versatility on the battlefield, and I am gonna be showing you the best gunsmith builds you can get your hands on to use inside of the Battle Royale. The entire thing may be a little bit longer, but the video on the loadouts will be extremely helpful for all of my fellow viewers. That's why I am suggesting you to stick to the end of the video. Now, if this is your first time here in my channel, then be sure to press the subscribe button and turn on post notifications. I make some great tips and tricks videos and make some pretty powerful loadouts for the Battle Royale. And trust me, you don't want to miss out any of my custom build. You can also follow me on Instagram and join my Discord server for exclusive tips and more awesome content. Links are provided in the description. Anyways, with that being said, let's get right into the video. Just like the previous seasonal top 10 video, I am gonna be starting this list with my two least utilized weapon categories inside of the Battle Royale. The first one is being the sniper category, and the second one is being the shotgun category. With that being said, starting at number 10 spot, we have three different sniper rifles. The first one is the XPR-50, and the rest of the two are the DLQ-33 and the brand new HDR. The XPR has the second fastest fire rate of the sniper class, but the weapon does not have its one-shot kill potential from previous games if used without the stopping power attachment. With stopping power, it gains the ability to one-shot kill upon hitting the upper body. And with recent buffs, the one-shot capability of the XPR-50 is even more consistent. However, while the recoil's kick is only moderate, which resets quite slowly, so being patient with subsequent shots is advised. On the other hand, the DLQ is pound for pound the best bolt-action sniper rifle available in the current state of the Battle Royale, performing slightly better than the brand new HDR. The DLQ has great overall dynamics, which includes good sprint speed, good ADS speed, and a huge hitbox multiplier. Being able to one-shot kill when hitting the upper body, this sniper rifle is one of the best choices for going close range and is extremely forgiving at longer ranges. The HDR, on the other hand, feels like a heavy sniper rifle with insane firepower, but at the huge cost of mobility. Anyways, here are the best custom gunsmith loadouts of these three sniper rifles. The DLQ and the XPR builds are equipped with their high damage magazines, so these will provide you with some amazing performance inside of the Battle Royale. For the mods with these two custom sniper builds, I am recommending you to use the extended magazine mods, the fast ADS mods, and most importantly, the sniper expert mods, to get the most effective results possible. Then, coming at number 9 spot, we have the pump-action shotguns, specifically the HS-04 and the BY-15. Both of these two weapons have insanely high one-shot capability in up-close engagements. For the HS-04, the rate of fire is lower comparing to the other pump-action shotguns, such as the BY-15 of the KRM-262. But the amount of damage it can deal in close-range engagements is more than enough to knock out an enemy, even with a fully charged kinetic armor. The HS-04 has insane one-shot range, having the ability to deal incredibly high damage up to 5 meters. It has the top-tier mobility of a shotgun, allowing the player to be harder to hit, while being able to make close-quarter combats more effective. However, it does have incredibly low rate of fire and wide pellet spread, therefore it is best used with the aim-down sight, which increases the gun's lethal range dramatically. On the other hand, the BY-15 is a mid-tier pumped shotgun, which deals a ton of damage in close-quarter engagements, but it is slightly inconsistent than the other pumped-action weapons, and it has slightly less one-shot potential than the rest of the shotguns. The BY-15 has tight hip-fire pellet spread and high pellet travel range, allowing it to one-hit kill enemies at very long range. However, such tight pellet spread requires players to be accurate in order to land all pellets on enemies and avoid hit markers. It also has high rate of fire for a pump-action shotgun. It has very fast rechamber speed, which accounts for its very high rate of fire. Here are the best custom shotgun loadouts for the Battle Royale. I have improved the overall damage range, and I have increased the hip-fire accuracy to the maximum level. These builds also have some insane mobility as well. Anyways, for the mods with the shotguns, I am recommending you to use the long-range mods, the fast ADS mods, and the long barrel mods to get the most effective results possible. Then, coming at number 8 spot, we have the Fennec and the MAC-10. The MAC-10 used to be the fastest killing submachine gun inside of the Battle Royale. But after the damage range buff of the Fennec, this became slightly inconsistent. Especially, the ground variant of the MAC-10 feels a little bit off in close-range engagements. The only downside of this weapon is the size of the magazine and the damage per bullet, which seems extremely low, even for a solo 1 versus 1 battle. On the other hand, the Fennec is one of the fastest killing weapon inside of the Battle Royale. It is extremely optimized for up-close engagements. It has one of the fastest amount of rate of fire, and the hip-fire accuracy of this weapon is exceedingly accurate. Although it is not as accurate as the RUS, still, it can inflict some serious amount of damage in close-quarter engagements. But there are some major downsides, which come along with this weapon. The damage range, and the amount of damage per bullet. However, the time to kill is still more optimized than the MAC-10. Anyways, here are the best custom gunsmith builds for these two submachine guns. Both of these loadouts are highly optimized with a hip fire, and both of these builds have their range of damage increased. And, for the mods with these two weapons, I am recommending you to use the hip fire boost mods, the long range mods, and the extended magazine mods to get the best results possible. Then, coming at number 7, we have the M13 and the Type 25, two very similar assault rifles. The M13 is mid-tier assault rifle, with high fire rate and pretty decent overall performance. This gun also has a great balance of accuracy and recoil management as well. Although, in slightly longer range battles, the damage output might be a bit of a downside. That's the reason I am gonna strictly recommend you to use the ground variant of this weapon only in close range engagements. However, with the custom variant, you can partially solve the range issue and make it slightly better compatible in mid-range encounters as well. On the other hand, the Type 25 recently made a return in the Battle Royale, which is performing even better than the previous seasons. The gun can deal high damage with very high fire rate, allowing it to kill well-armored enemies in a blink of an eye. It also has relatively controllable recoil. However, the damage falls off rather quickly at range, and the recoil can make it less effective. Here are the best custom gunsmith builds for these two amazing assault rifles, where I have increased the magazine capacity and improved the overall accuracy for close-range engagements. Anyways, for the mods with these two weapons, I am going to recommend you to use the hipfire boost mods, the long-range mods, and most importantly, the extended magazine mods to get the best results possible. Now, coming at number 6 spot, we have the light machine guns. The Dingo is a lighter alternative of the Holger 26, which almost has pretty much similar statistics. Although it's still a pretty new multifunctional light machine gun, just added in the previous Season 1 update. However, after using this weapon for several matches, I can pretty positively say that this weapon combines the mobility of an assault rifle and the ammo capacity of an LMG at the cost of the bullet penetration. It's great against multiple players in close-range engagements. The RPD is just a heavier version of the Dingo, having 20 extra rounds in its magazine capacity. It has pretty controllable recoil pattern, and the time to kill of the RPD is pretty optimized inside of the Battle Royale. On the other hand, the UL 736 is a lighter choice with lower magazine capacity, which has high penetration power, allowing it to retain a lot of damage when shooting through obstructions. It seems like a potato weapon, however its damage output feels way more as higher than its peers. And with faster mobility and ADS time than average, the UL 736 is a highly versatile weapon, similar to the Hades. Here are the best custom gunsmith builds of these 3 light machine guns, where I have reduced the flinch and improved the overall accuracy of these weapons. Anyways, for the mods with these 3 weapons, I am recommending you to use the vertical recoil control mods, the precise shot mods, and the long range mods to get the best results possible. Now, coming at number 5 spot, we have the Kilo 141, which is mid-tier assault rifle, with solid damage output and incredibly optimized time to kill. This weapon has some great bullet spread accuracy with the ADS, and it does a great job with the hip firing as well. Although the recoil pattern used to be a bit of unpredictable, but after getting the recoil improvement buff with the release of this Season 1 update, it can be managed pretty easily. One of the killer's major weaknesses is the recoil pattern, where under sustained fire, the gun will begin to bounce uncontrollably, and recoil per shot is somewhat high, making recoil management a must. The ground variant of this assault rifle is pretty decent for early to mid-game. It's extremely powerful in mid-range encounters, with time to kill faster than a majority of assault rifles. However, with the custom loadout, you can get some pretty solid results. Now, for the custom loadout of this weapon, I am using a recoil-friendly suppressed build for mid-range engagements. I have increased the damage range and improved the overall bullet spread accuracy of this weapon and made it a perfectly optimized choice for mid-range battles. Anyways, for the mods with the Kilo, I am recommending you to use the extended magazine mods, the long range mods, and the precise shot mods to get the best results. Then, coming at number 4 spot, we have the LAPA and the QQ9. The QQ9 is a mid-tier submachine gun, which feels almost identical as the RUS-79U in so many ways. This has an awesome combination of fire rate and damage range, which can go up to a pretty noticeable distance. It also has some pretty dense bullet spread, which comes super helpful for hip firing in close-quarter engagements. And after receiving the recent buffs in this new season, the QQ9 has become nearly unstoppable. On the other hand, the LAPA is a lightweight prototype weapon, with reliable damage and good firing control. It has improved handling speeds with a slower fire rate, which is pretty comfortable to control up to a pretty decent range. The overall recoil is moderate, with a little bit of inconsistency. Here are the best custom gunsmith builds for these two amazing submachine guns, where I have increased the magazine capacity and improved the overall hip-fire accuracy for close-range engagements. Anyways, for the mods with these two weapons, I am going to recommend you to use the hip-fire boost mods, the long-range mods, and most importantly, the extended magazine mods, to get the best results possible. Then, coming at number 3 spot, we have the Krieg 6 and the brand new Maddox, two pretty awesome assault rifles for mid-range engagements. The Krieg 6 is a high-tier assault rifle inside the Battle Royale that has almost identical stats of the M4 and slightly lower rate of fire than the Maddox. This weapon has pretty moderate amount of damage, and it is very easy to use in close to mid-range engagements. However, it has customizable bullet velocity, which provides you with the ability to use this weapon in longer ranges as well. The ADS bullet spread of this assault rifle is extremely accurate, and the overall recoil pattern is pretty comfortable to handle. On the other hand, the Maddox is a brand new assault rifle, which is freshly added in the previously released Season 2 update. And after using this weapon for multiple matches, I can pretty positively say that this is a heavily powerful weapon for close to mid-range engagements. The Maddox has an awesome balance of superior mobility, high fire rate, amazing magazine capacity, and insanely high damage per bullet, which helps this weapon to confirm the kill, incredibly faster in close-range encounters than most of the assault rifles. Anyways, here are the best custom gunsmith builds for these two high-performance weapons. Both of these loadouts are highly optimized to use in the current state of the Battle Royale. For the mods with these two weapons, I am recommending you to use the extended magazine mods, the vertical recoil control mods, and the precise shot mods to get the best results. Then, coming at number 2 spot, we have the PPSH-41, which is one of the fastest killing weapon inside of the Battle Royale. But it got slightly downgraded because currently there are so many options available to choose from. This submachine gun has a deadly combination of high damage and fast fire rate. And on top of that, it also has a pretty solid hip-fire accuracy and high-quality damage range, which is much higher than the weapons like the Fennec or the MAC-10. And with the perfect combination of the mods, you can make just the ground variant so much more powerful that you won't even need to worry about any custom one. It can outpower an enemy almost as fast as the Fennec. The biggest plus point is, the PPSH has significantly higher damage range than most of the submachine guns available inside of the Battle Royale, but the hip-fire accuracy is slightly less dense if you compare it to the rest of the weapons. However, it is pretty decent with the aim-down sight though. Now, with the custom variant of this weapon, I have boosted the damage range and the hip-fire accuracy to the maximum level. It is a pretty aggressive build, which mainly thrives in close to mid-range engagements. And when I say mid-range, I mean, you can use the hip fire up to a pretty longer distance. Anyways, for the mods with this one, I am recommending you to use the hip fire boost mods, the long range mods, and the extended magazine mods to get the best results possible. Now, before we get to our number 1 spot, we have EM2 as the honorable mention. This is a fully automatic assault rifle with awesome firing control and with a built-in low zoom optical attachment. This assault rifle has a bit slower fire rate than the AK-47, but the damage per bullet is super reliable with the overall damage range. To be honest, this weapon almost feels like a cross between the Odin and the Swordfish Mk2, and it delivers some insane performance if you use it properly. Although the default magazine is pretty low for a primary choice of weapon, so an enhancement to ammunition capacity is a must-have factor if you want to get full advantage of this assault rifle. The EM2 has some decent amount of damage per bullet, which is slightly lower than the AK-47. However, this assault rifle is not recommended to use in super close quarter battles because of the moderate fire rate, which gets easily overpowered by the submachine guns and other fast fire rate weapons. Here is the best custom gunsmith loadout of the EM2, which is perfectly compatible for mid to long range engagements. For the modification attachments, I am recommending you to use the extended magazine mods, the vertical recoil control mods, and precise shot mods to get the most effective results possible. And finally, coming at number 1 spot, we have the M4 and the AK-47 as the two most powerful weapons for long-range engagements. The AK-47 is pound for pound, by far the most powerful and most balanced assault rifle inside of the Battle Royale. A majority players use the assault rifles, mainly for mid to long range engagements, and this weapon has a great balance of damage range and ADS bullet spread accuracy, which are two main key factors for any long range weapon. Here is the best custom gunsmith loadout of this high-tier assault rifle, where I have mainly focused on the damage range and the bullet spread accuracy, specifically for the long-range battles. I have tested multiple different builds for this weapon after the release of this season, and this one is the most comfortable one out of all of my AK-47 loadouts available. Anyways, for the mods with this custom build, I am recommending you to use the extended magazine mods, the precise shot, or the long range mods, and the vertical recoil control mods to get the best results possible. On the other hand, the M4 is a mid-tier assault rifle with a pretty moderate amount of damage and some great accuracy for the long range engagements. This is a pretty easy to use weapon, which has a great balance of mobility and bullet spread accuracy. Also, the recoil pattern of this weapon is by far the most optimized one. The only downside of this weapon is the damage per bullet, which is pretty lower comparing to the other assault rifles. But while the damage is moderate on paper, it has close-range chest multipliers, allowing the gun to compete in closer encounters. While not as powerful as the Kilo 141, it has stronger range and a slightly higher rate of fire. Now, with the custom variant of this weapon, I have mainly focused on the damage range and the overall bullet spread accuracy for long-range battles. I am using the 50 rounds extended magazine because the M4 takes a ton of bullets to knock an enemy in a relatively long distance. Anyways, for the mods, I am recommending you to use the legendary variant of the long-range mods, the extended magazine mods, and the precise shot mods to get the best results possible. Anyways, that's basically it for today's video. I hope you have enjoyed today's contents. It would be greatly appreciated if you drop a like and share this with your teammates. And if you are new here, then don't forget to press the subscribe button and turn on post notifications. I upload some pretty helpful tips and tricks videos and make some pretty powerful gunsmith loadouts for the Battle Royale. And trust me, you don't want to miss out any of my custom build. Follow me on Instagram and join my Discord server for exclusive tips and more awesome content. Links are provided in the description. Alright then, have a great day. I'll catch you at the next one with another new amazing video for the Battle Royale. Till then, take care. Bulls out.